Okay, we got back after that disaster. So now there'll be a few videos to this because this phone was just not cooperating tonight. So you've got your wet mix done of everything, and you've got your dry mix. Now what you're going to do for this dry and wet mix is you're going to pour half of your wet mix into the dry mix. That's what you're going to do for these chocolate homemade cupcakes. So that's what you want to do, half of your wet mix into the dry mix. So if you heard that whispering in the background, that's my beautiful wife whispering in the background there, wanting to get something to drink. Making sure she doesn't get on video, but that's okay. So you have half your wet mix in with your dry mix. Now you're going to stir that up, mix it up. Now, also with this wet mix into your dry mix, you're also going to pour half of that. You're going to pour half of the half a cup of buttermilk in here. So make sure you get all that in there. Stir that up real good. Now, so that all stirred up, we're going to mix it up real good. Oh, it's looking really good now on this chocolatey base here. So we're going to do that and get it all mixed up. I know I'm looking down right now, but I'm wanting to make sure that I get the right consistency for this batter, because we're going to stick the rest of this wet mix in here, because your batter is going to be thin. Make sure that it's thin. You don't want a thick batter with this, because it's going to come out more like brownies than a spongy cake cupcake. So get all that mixed together, a few seconds, then you're going to put the remaining wet mix into your batter, and you're going to put the remaining buttermilk in as well. Make sure you get everything out of there. Now, put that in there. Make sure you put the buttermilk in there as well. Now remember, this is the other half of the half a cup. No. So, make sure you get all that mixed up. Now, remember, you're just going to mix it up for a few seconds until it's mixed. You don't want to over mix your batter. Just enough where it's mixed up where it doesn't look like it's like, where it's like all chocolatey, there's nothing else shining through. It's going to be thin, very chocolatey and thin. Now, as I mentioned that cream cheese icing a while ago for these, you want to make sure that you've left that stick of butter and that block of cream cheese out for quite a while, at least 30 minutes or so. You may have to stick it in the microwave just for a tad. Now make sure, like I told you on my Mexican cake recipe, if you stick it in the microwave, make very sure that you do not let any of that liquefy, because if it liquefies, you're going to have to add more powdered sugar, which in turn is going to alter the taste of the cream cheese icing significantly. So you don't want to do that. So now we've got this batter made. Looks thin, looks pretty good. Looks exactly the way I thought it was going to look. Now, by this time you should already have your pans lined up with your cupcake liners. And like I said, you should have enough, about 14 14 would be good. May only do 12, but it should do about 14. I have a little bit more than a baker's dozen there. So I have that. Now you can spoon this in however you want. Spoon it in, whatever you're going to do with it. But make sure, like I said, only halfway. Halfway is all you want. Now, I'm going to go ahead and knock these two out. Now remember, the oven's got to be on 350 degrees. I'm just going to use a regular spoon with this. Oh yeah, better want to do this. Don't forget this. I got my butter spray. You want to hit this. I heat each one a couple of times with the spray. Alright, got that done. Now, everything's set up. Now, when you get these done, you're going to be looking at about 18 to 21 minutes. In your oven. Yeah, just 18 to 21 minutes at 350 degrees. Trying to be very careful with this. Don't really drop anything here. Very tedious operation because I'm just old school and just do it with a spoon. Don't have nothing fancy to dip in there and do it with, so I'm just doing what I can. Remember what I said, halfway. Don't do much more than that. My granddaughter's little soccer league just ended. She got her little medals and little goodie bag, and she was just thrilled to death. Didn't get to see, got to watch her play, but didn't really get to see the little medal ceremony because I was had to take my son to work. He was needing to get to work, and you know, we have things go on. You know, me and my wife work full time, so we try to get there for our grandkids and things like that. We don't always get to make everything, but you know, that's life sometimes. But we do try to make it to most stuff if we can. Now, if you have any batter left over, go back and fill up some of the ones that may not have got half. I have a few look kind of alright, we still got some I think we got enough for actually maybe another cupcake. So let's try this, see what we got here, folks. Just get this spoon off right here, put that in there. I'm thinking we got enough for one more. Heck, maybe even two more. I think that's going to do it, folks. So it'll actually do 15 cupcakes, this batter one. So, works out good for us, 15. You just put some water in there. Good. Now, just stick them in the oven. 18 to 21 minutes at 350 degrees. Well, and when we come back, I will do the icing for our cupcakes. Show you how those cupcakes turned out.